this is an appropriate venue as far as, bringing forward these ideas of what is traditional use and how it relates to identity. For me, that should show up within my narrative and my rhetoric, and saying, this is part of my personhood. This is part of my identity, is being part of a landscape. So it isn't just about use and behavior. This, for us in the Southwest, in particular Southern Colorado, Northern New Mexico, this is a heritage component of our identity, in that we recognize an extended family as the animals of the mountain, the landscape itself. There's a spiritual bonding. And so to be separated from it, it's a loss of limb, it's a loss of personality, it's a loss of character. And so therefore there's a need for us as raza, as mestizo, as mixed blood peoples, and as this juxtaposition of cultural ideas and ideologies and practices, for let it be known where our perspective is on conservation and land use practices. Because oftentimes within the conservation literature or the conservation narrative, it's kind of a preservation quality of saying we want to preserve it from human interaction. And that's kind of, to some degree, where the wilderness discussion comes into place, and saying we want to protect these lands, but we also want to monitor and be careful about the human articulation, the human management, particularly when it gets to areas of natural resource exploitations and appropriations. Because again, there has to be a discussion in there as to how it has an impact on local communities, on local heritage, and on personal identity issues. So I'm hoping that I could be part of the voice, the orchestration of voices that lets entities and decision makers know that there's a deeper meaning to conservation practice, as it incorporates not only traditional use, but again, the idea of understanding that idea of cultural identity and spirituality that's anchored in land.